Yo, what's up, family? I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about narcissists, what the Bible says about it, and narcissists and their one-sided loyalty. Narcissists they're obsessed with the one-sided loyalty. They expect everyone, especially the ones closest to them, to bend over backwards for them while they give little to nothing, family. Don't ever feel jealous or envious for someone who is in a relationship or married to a narcissist. This person is the most loyal to the narcissist, but is being treated badly by them on a regular basis. They are the personal slave to that person. They sacrifice everything for them. They do as they say and cater to their every demand. They are willing to accept their behaviors, defend them, enable them, and look the other way when they cheat and lie, or to just get away with being an overall crappy person of society. They're basically the doormat. Someone that pays their way in life, gives them a free place to stay, lets them drive around in their vehicle, gives them money, pays for their addiction and toxic habits, are just an easy target to be used, abused, and treated like trash. They will treat everyone else around them, though, especially acquaintances, friends, and men and women they may want to have sex with, random people, just think they're supreme, golden, unique, and beautiful. But these people are charming. They can be funny. They give out those compliments. They're always engaging with everyone they come across, yet fooling everyone they meet. The ones that they're most loyal to end up seeing the worst side of them, their true self. Once you have started to become devalued, family, these people will never go back to love bombing their loyal members because they don't have to. No effort needs to be made on their end because they know this person will be there no matter what. Once they have someone locked in place that puts up, basically with everything and never talks back, this is their favorite source of supply. And they consider this prime loyalty. I mean, you'll see people, and to me, it's the ones that's always talking about loyalty, on social media and stuff. If they constantly have to talk about loyalty all the time, that to me is pay attention to those little signs, because if you're a loyal person, you're just a loyal person. You don't have to prove that to the world. You don't have to constantly post about being loyal and talk about loyalty constantly. It just makes it look like you're guilty of something. That's the way I look at that. It seems narcissist. Meanwhile, the person that is most loyal to them is undeserving of their ruthless mistreatment and getting their life destroyed in the process for being nothing but kind to them, while the narcissist goes on to manipulate and deceive others with their fake charisma and their fraudulent identity. The narcissist is obsessed with loyalty, family, especially being loyal to them because it gives them a feeling of power, superiority, entitlement, that validation, knowing that they have an endless supply or options of people willing to be at their beck and call whenever they want or however they want. It gives them the thrill and excitement knowing they have full control of another person and that they're willing to do anything for them. They secure their victims, in reinforcements by stringing them along with tiny little breadcrumbs, basically, ensuring that they don't abandon them while they have enough supply lined up. And when I say supply, I mean other people. These people are, it's never just one person. But there is one main person, but when they're done with you, they go to the next. When they get bored or even to the most loyal, they will discard them at any given time because they know they will always be there and they can go and explore exciting new adventures and sleep around with whoever they please. The ones who are most loyal are the ones that usually chase after the narcissist, begging for another chance to make things right, even when they did nothing wrong at all, except love them, support them, and try to help them. You know, every relationship has ups and downs, and then in order to move on and to have a healthy relationship, you have to have trust and you have to have honesty. If you mess up, you own up to your partner about that, family. You don't hold it over their head. You don't. There's so many things about that. You have to be willing to forgive a lot, and a lot of people in this generation don't want to do that. The ones who are most loyal to the narcissists are usually the most empathetic people as well. They hunt and prey on these types of people, family, because most empaths are the ones who are willing to forgive and to see the best in everyone. When the narcissist becomes cruel, it starts to escalate their abusive behavior more or less. Their target will be making excuses for them and trying to fix things without adding any salt to the wound. They basically don't want to fight with a narcissist or argue out of fear of the punishment such as getting the silent treatment, ghosted, getting blocked, discarded, or just being put down. So they stay quiet and they don't dare say anything to avoid another outburst, basically. The most loyal members have already been groomed to be trauma bond to the narcissist and have already proven themselves to be worthy of multiple rounds of abuse because the person keeps allowing it. This person already learned the consequences of what will happen if they stand up for themselves. So they stay silent and never confront them about their cheating, flirting with others in front of them, stealing money, abusing them, taking them for granted, or just treating them like absolute shit because they're scared of losing them. Their most loyal members have, always been manipulated to feel sorry for the narcissist. They were told about their abusive childhood they had or how horribly they were treated in past relationships. And so they want to help them, love them, and fix all their pains and cure all their worries, They excuse their behavior when they become emotionally or physically abusive because they feel bad about the narcissist's upbringing. The narcissist knows that they are incapable of loving and being loyal the same way it is given to them. But their intentions are always family selfishly motivated, so they will keep anyone around for as long as they can that is willing to be a puppet on their strings. Their version of loyalty is a game of give and take. They will take anything you give for as long as you give it until someone else comes along and does it better than you. And then in a blink in the eye, it's gone. It's like, so long, farewell. I'm done with you. Okay, so what does the Apostle Paul describe about narcissism? Knowing and understanding the 9 traits of NPD helps us to understand what Paul prophesies to happen in the end times. In 2 Timothy chapter 3, 2-5, he wrote, "People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. Have nothing to do with such people." Also, King Solomon describes narcissism in the book of Proverbs. "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." Proverbs 1:7. "The tongue of the wise adorns knowledge, but the mouth of the fool gushes folly." Proverbs 15:2. "The wicked accept bribes in secret to pervert the course of justice. A discerning person keeps wisdom in view, but a fool's eyes wander to the ends of the earth. A foolish son brings grief to his father and bitterness to his mother who bore him." Proverbs 17:23-25. "Before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor."